Nah, I tried that. Chad, it's understeering into any like as soon as if you bounce on the cardboard and then don't get a clean initiation on the metal, it's over for this car. I'm e-braking. It just slides out. It doesn't like the metal at all. Or it doesn't like the cardboard at all. Or whatever's up there. It doesn't even like the sidewalk on the back. If it's not a flat surface, it doesn't like it. Which for an off-road build is a little bit problematic, but it's so fast that it's tolerable. So it's like just for this corner, right? If I initiate right now, it's not going to initiate. I got to wait till it's fully planted, initiate, and then burst. See what I mean? So I might even try and slow down off the jump, kind of. Let the car plant, and then initiate. Yep, I have to do that. I'm going to lose some time by doing that, but it's the only way this car consistently stays on the floor. Okay. Car just didn't agree with me on those first two corners. Does have a little bit of an understeering issue, but you can make the downforce all the way to low if you want to get past that. It's kind of how the Regera works, yeah. It's a nice car. It's just like, see, sometimes I get corners like that where I'm like, dang, I wish I can get that every time. But like, I got to slow down in order to plant it. Initiate right there. Boost out of it so it doesn't hit anything. Still understeers into the wall a little bit, but like, the car's just so fast, you got to use it. I'm going to go wide here. Still a 205, bro. Like, that's moving. And we had some mistakes. I'm telling you, this thing's capable of a 203. 202, bro. Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy MxgicIQ here, and today I'm bringing you my Carrera GTS Porsche 911. This thing is an absolute beast in A-Class Rumble. It has more power than a lot of the cars and more torque than even the Cayman, which is an A-Class car we found a while ago and is being used in Rumble. This one has even more torque, and it's better, and it's a drift build. Just because somebody makes a claim, by the way, that drift builds aren't meta, you have to test it yourself and actually try it in order to know if it's good. If your driving style is more geared towards drift, you're most likely going to be more consistent in the rumble space just because of the fact that micro drifting and grip racing on the dirt is okay, and it does work, and it is very nice depending on the track. For the S-Class races, for example, I've found one track is better for drifting and geared more towards that versus the other track is actually very nice to micro drift and grip race on. So that's up to you. I believe the hairpins are way better for drift builds because you can rip around them and burst out of it. And if you guys don't know, which I'm assuming you guys are new to drift builds like I was myself, when you're using a drift build, you can actually take advantage of micro drifting as well. You can exit a corner, hit the burst nos, and on the outro of the corner, you can actually micro drift and grip at the same time, regaining that grip and micro drift bonus on top of drift bursting around the corner. I know it's a lot to explain, but Kois and I will be coming out with a tutorial on how to drift race very soon, and you can take advantage of all of the techniques, being micro drifting, gripping, and drifting. Hence why a lot of the Need for Speed League guys, at least from what I'm hearing from Kois and others, are switching to drift builds because they're just a lot more consistent and they're very, very good. And you can do a lot of things with them, and they keep up, if not beat, most of the meta cars. It's pretty crazy. The meta's switching. You never know. As people get better, new things come out. And sometimes you just have to adapt instead of shooting everything down that's not in your lane. If you don't like drift racing, stick to grip. If you want to learn something new, try it out. You might just get faster. I personally have, so I suggest you guys try it as well. For the engine swap in this car, we are using the 3.8 liter V6. This thing's an absolute beast. This motor produces a lot of torque in all the cars that you swap it into. It's amazing. The power numbers here: 637 horsepower, 853 foot-pounds of torque. That's more torque than the Cayman. This thing's got a buttload of torque. For the A-Class, it's insane. 11.1 quarter mile. We also have a 3.20 to 60 and a top speed of 130, which will not be exceeded at any point in the A-Class Boondocks race. The engine parts on this car are an Elite induction, The engine parts on this car are an Elite induction, a Pro ECU, an Elite fuel system, a Sport exhaust, an Elite Roots supercharger with an Elite bottle of nitrous, Elite off-road suspension, Elite brakes, Elite off-road tires, Elite clutch, a Sport 5-speed gearbox, an Elite differential with both nitrous grip and drift auxiliaries to take advantage of both micro drifting, grip, and drifting all at the same time. This car is an absolute beast at it. Coming soon will be a tutorial on how to do it. 30% drift. Steering sensitivity is a little bit far to the right because this car does like to grip up sometimes and understeer. Now, a big part of the track is jumping up on the crates. You have to be very careful to not initiate on the cardboard or those little flaily metal pieces, whatever that is, that rusted metal. Don't initiate on that. This car needs to initiate on flat surfaces. If you don't, you'll see in the gameplay, I'm pretty sure I even hit one of the containers and still got a decent time. You're gonna understeer, so you really need to take care of this car on that top part of the section. But besides that, the rest of the track is an absolute beast. The downforce is right in the middle because if you put too much more downforce, it will start to understeer. If you want to try and make the car a little grippier, go ahead and do it, but just know that a downside of it will be understeer in the drift. Traction control is completely off, and drift entry is brake tap, as we use on all our builds because that's just consistent for me to never have to switch from it. I love this car. It's amazing in the A-Class. I hope you guys enjoyed today's double upload. This thing's an absolute beast. I highly suggest you guys give it a shot. I'm really loving this car. I'm really loving the Rumble playlist. Let me know what other cars you guys would like to see in Rumble, and I will be testing them out for you, okay? I got a lot more builds coming. I got an RSR to top it off with the Porsches in Rumble. I also got more Evo builds for both A+ and A-Class. I mean, that car is an absolute beast in every single tier of Rumble. So I hope you guys enjoy. It's been MxgicIQ, and I'll see you guys in the next build, and I'm out. Peace.